Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Pahrump Early Learning Academy, where we are more than just childcare.
Hi, I'm Monique Mitchell with KPVM Television. My children attend Pella and they love it. The curriculum they have is pretty amazing, and my children learn what they need at their level.
Not only are the children learning, they're having fun, and that's what matters.
I like Pella. They help you with your homework, and it's fun.
Give us a call today to tour our facility at 751-5335.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
Tonight on News 46, the sheriff is asking for help in locating a suspect. There are 3 days left of early voting, and a dog saves the lives of his family members. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, October 28th, 2014. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is seeking information in order to locate a robbery suspect. 2 suspects have been arrested in connection to the KFC robbery. The names have yet to be released. The Nye County Sheriff's Office SWAT team converged on a mobile home located at 680 East Street, attempting to locate Donald McFadden, who now has a nationwide warrant issued for his arrest for armed robbery. The KFC was robbed at gunpoint on October 12th. 2 individuals entered into the restaurant around 10 p.m., and police believe one person was a lookout. The Nye County Sheriff's Office Detectives Division identified 2 individuals they wished to speak to regarding that robbery. The suspect, Donald McFadden, is a suspect in this case. His girlfriend, Stacy Ann Johnson, is in a dating relationship with Mr. McFadden. Both individuals are believed to still be in Pahrump. It's believed that McFadden recently committed an act of domestic violence against Johnson, with injuries to Johnson sending her to the hospital for treatment. Detectives have received information that these 2 are traveling with one another. Ms. Johnson is just a person of interest and not a suspect at this time. The subjects have so far evaded detectives, and the Nye County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating them. McFadden has many identifiable tattoos, including a swastika on his left elbow, FTW on his neck, devil horns on the top of his head, teardrops below his right eye, and words over each eyebrow. McFadden is believed to be armed and potentially violent. The Nye County Sheriff's Office asks that anyone knowing the location of the subjects please call the detectives at 751-7000. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. There are 3 days remaining for residents to take advantage of early voting at the Nye County Courthouse on Basin Avenue. Nye County Clerk Sandra Merlino gives us some numbers.
You know, it's going smoothly. We've had about 4,200 early voters, which is definitely an improvement over the primary, because I think we had 38 at the end, and we still have 4 more days. So I think it's going well.
So this is throughout all of Nye County?
Yes, yes.
And so do you have another polling place up north, or is it just here at the Nye County Courthouse?
I do. I have a polling place in my Tonopah office, and we only have 2 machines set up, but everybody from Round Mountain and the outlying areas vote there.
And does Beatty vote up there, or do they come down here?
They do both, actually. Mm-hmm.
So the early voting ends this Friday on Halloween.
Yes, it does.
What time?
6 o'clock.
Will you be getting any numbers after that, or you wait till after the election?
Well, we can give you how many people voted, but we have no results. We are by law not allowed to release any results until after the polls close on Election Day.
Let's talk about Election Day, November 4th. How do people know where they're supposed to be voting at?
You know, not only is it in the paper, or it has been in the paper, but it's on the back of the sample ballot where everyone's polling place is. And I just want to remind everyone, if you were at J.G. Johnson in the primary, you were at the Pahrump High School for the general election. So.
And then the Bobbery Community Center, and is there any other locations?
Well, we do have Beatty, Amargosa, Round Mountain, and Tonopah. But for Pahrump, it's the Bobbery Community Center and the high school.
Cool. And nothing on the south end this year, right?
No, I wish we could, but we just don't have the resources.
So let's talk a little bit about right now early voting. People are able to come in here at what times of the day?
10 to 6, and it is so quiet in the afternoon. I recommend everybody come in the afternoon.
We've been averaging about 600 per day.
Yes, but Saturday was a little slow. We had about 300 yesterday. We only had about 400, so I'm hoping it picks up.
Does it look like this year's a little more heavier on the early voting count right now?
No, not really. As a matter of fact, I just did a little research, and we actually have about 3,000 to 4,000 more in a presidential election. But early voting for off years stays about the same.
So for more information on voting, on any information that you may need, you can call the Nye County Clerk's Office?
Absolutely.
What's the number?
775-751-7040.
33-year-old Jerry Peak, who was a Lyon County Sheriff's deputy, is free on bail, awaiting a pretrial hearing set for December 4th. Peak is accused of forcing female inmates to perform sex acts at the jail. Peak posted a $100,000 bond and was released from the Washoe County Jail October 17th. Peak's lawyer says he is the innocent victim of accusers who have something to gain by leveling the salacious allegations that are sullying his good name. Peak was put on paid administrative leave last summer and left the sheriff's office in March. More local news when News 46 returns.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. The Nye County Sheriff's Office has been awarded $20,500 in federal grant funds from the Nevada Department of Public Safety, Office of Traffic Safety. These funds are designated to continue the national campaign known as Joining Forces and will be used to conduct safety enforcement events throughout Nye County. There will be 11 Joining Forces events scheduled for the federal fiscal year 2014-2015 and will focus officers' efforts on seatbelt usage, distracted driving, speeding, and the dangers of driving under the influence. The Nye County Sheriff's Office joins 24 participating law enforcement agencies in the goal of 0 fatalities. This nationwide campaign aims to reduce serious injuries, death, and property damage associated with traffic collisions. Medicare's open enrollment period is happening right now. News 46 spoke to Healthcare Partners Dr. Stephen Andraki to find out more.
Medicare open enrollment happens once a year, and this is a time. It's towards the end of the year, from October into December 7th, and this is a time that seniors can reevaluate their medical coverage and decide if they can move into something that's going to better suit their needs.
Has there been some changes?
There's always changes, and of course this took place primarily with the Affordable Care Act. Most of the changes are going to help seniors, and most of that's going to be with Medicare Part D plans, where it should improve that. But the other plans are going to remain fairly similar to what they were in the past few years.
How can people find out more information on it?
Very simple. It's called Medicare.gov. If you haven't been to the website, you should go to the website, and you can do that either on your home computer or you can go to the library where you can use a computer for free. There you're going to get a comparison of the different plans that are available, and in Pahrump you only have 3 options. One is Medicare A and B, which you're going to get or age into at age 65. Number 2 is Senior Dimensions, or 3, Humana. Now at this office, Healthcare Partners, we are participating in Humana insurance. We don't participate in Senior Dimensions.
So if people would like to keep their doctor here at the Healthcare Partners clinics, and we have several of them around town, then they probably would want to pick Humana.
Well, the fact is that if they have Humana, they probably want to stay with Humana if they're satisfied with the service that they're getting. If they're just going to age in or going to have the opportunity to make their choice, let's say they aged in prior, that they have the opportunity to choose Senior Dimensions or Humana for their Part C, or what's called the Medicare Advantage plan. Now, there are distinctions between those two, and you can look that up on the Medicare.gov website. Specifically, the difference is that Humana offers some more type of services that you may not be able to get with Senior Dimensions. That is, we have a 12-hour access to urgent care 7 days a week here. We have more specialists coming into town, and by the way, we have a higher rating, which is a STARS rating that is given by the government, which is 4, and we're hoping to increase that. And in the future, we're hoping that as we get the 5-star rating, open enrollment will no longer be important for Humana, as you'll be able to enroll any time of the year. Getting a 5-star rating is very unusual. We're working towards that goal. It means excellent service, excellent patient satisfaction results.
A local dog is being credited with saving the lives of his family members.
Early in the morning, I was sound asleep in the back bedroom. My wife was sleeping on the couch. She's on oxygen. She took it off, but left the machine on and started smoking a cigarette, and the oxygen hose caught on fire. I didn't notice. My dog Queenie was sitting on the bed, and all of a sudden she started howling and barking up a storm. The whole house I woke up was full of smoke. I came out. My wife was yelling, "Help!" I saw the flames. I hurried up, shut off the oxygen machine, and put out the fire and opened up all the doors. But if it wasn't for my dog, Queenie, we would have been dead. We would have never woke up.
Was your wife asleep too?
She was like groggy.
So Queenie came up to you, howled, and woke you up out of your...
She was right up on top of me, howling right at me, right in my face, and barking at me, waking me up. That was her plan all along, to wake me up and get us out.
You have a couple dogs?
Yes. I have Lucky. We found him in Las Vegas on Charleston and Maryland Parkway. A police officer almost ran over him. So we picked him up and we called him Lucky. And the other two are visiting. That's Princess and Hoppy. They're our daughters.
And you got Queenie from where?
Right outside of Smith's. We paid $20 for him off of a young man that was selling puppies. She was only about this big at the time. And I called her Queen Elizabeth, and then 10 months later she turns out to be this big. And we think she's a Labradoodle. Yo, she's a gorgeous dog.
Best $20 you ever spent?
You ain't kidding. It saved our lives. We would have been dead. I'm serious. We would have been dead.
That dog is such a cutie pie and a hero. News 46 will return in just a moment.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444.
There's one more chance for you to show your stuff on stage at this year's USO show being held at the Saddle West Hotel and Casino.
We're having our second audition for the USO show. So we're looking to have anybody that sings, dance, plays an instrument. We would like them to come out on this Thursday at 4 o'clock at Saddle West and audition for us.
So this is all going to be for the USO show, which is going to be held when?
November 15th.
At the Saddle West, too?
Saddle West at 7 o'clock.
Is there any age limits for the auditions?
No age limits. We have high school students, any age, all the way up to senior citizens can come out.
You're hoping for how many slots? How many people?
We have 18 more slots to fill. And the first audition we had 5 people come out. So we're hoping to have more people come out and help us make our decision.
This is all going to raise funds for?
The Veterans Food Bank that we have at the VFW post, and all proceeds go into helping us provide more food for our veterans.
So if people want to audition, they can just show up at the Saddle West, what time?
4 o'clock p.m. this Thursday, October 30th.
If people want to audition, they should be ready to perform right then?
Yes, perform right there, and they'll go on stage and do their act.
And so, once again, the USO show is going to be held when and what date and time?
November 15th at the Saddle West at 7 o'clock p.m.
Can you buy tickets now?
Yes, our tickets are going on sale this week. They're $15 pre-sale and $20 at the door, and you can purchase them at the Chamber of Commerce, the VFW, Pahrump Party Supply, and Sunflowers Fashions.
That show is going to be so much fun. The Freemasons were at a health fair at Desert View Hospital recently, helping kids and their families with free child identifications.
Well, basically what it is, Freemasons support everything with children. We're giving out free child IDs. And what we do is we give you a ID card, which Harold has in his hand here. It's laminated, or it's a plastic card. We give a free DNA sample, thumbprints. All the information is put on and it's all given to the parents for their information in case something happens. They have something to give to the police in case the child is lost. It's absolutely free. It's completely private. We don't keep any information. Once they fill out the form, all we keep is their signature that gave us permission to do this, and we return everything back to them.
And so these cards are to be given, like you said, in case of emergency. Why is it important to have these in the emergency situation? How can they be used?
Okay, when the kid is comes missing, okay, the parent becomes frantic. They won't know anything about their child at that point. So with having the DNA sample and the card, they can hand everything to the police officer, and they don't have to worry about anything. All the information is there.
Because in the situation, you might not be able to think straight, remember the height, weight, hair color, and especially having the fingerprints and DNA is super important.
If the worst case scenario happens, the DNA helps identify them.
And also, if they're missing, there might be some investigative tools there too as well to help find them.
Right.
Yeah, it has the parent's address, phone numbers, has everything for to contact them if they need more information.
On the back of the card has all the parents' information on it. Okay, and the front of the card has the picture and all their identification, birthmarks, any kind of scars, or any kind of medical needs if they need, medication or whatever the medical needs are.
Are you guys going to be doing this anywhere soon, or how can a person get a card?
If they contact, Harold is the Worshipful Master of Nellis Lodge this year, and if they contact him, give them your number, we can schedule it. Any event that you have, we're more than happy to come and participate.
They can contact me at any time, even after this year, okay, and we will schedule it for them. And my number is 702-336-8461.
Let's join Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Tuesday, October 28th. I'm Angela Miles. There's considerably less pain at the pump. The average price for a gallon of regular gasoline now stands at $3.08. That's a drop of 18 cents in the past 2 weeks alone. U.S. gas prices are now at the lowest level in almost 4 years and down 29 cents compared to a year ago. Toyota is still on top. The automaker reported record vehicle sales of 7.6 million in the first 9 months of the year, followed by Volkswagen at 7.4. GM was not far behind with sales of 7.3 million cars and trucks. In a blow to Apple, two major retailers disable the new Apple Pay system. Rite Aid and CVS have both reportedly turned off the chip readers, allowing customers to pay with iPhones. Both the stores and Apple refuse to comment. Analysts say some retailers are attempting to develop a different mobile pay. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Thanks so much, Angela. I'm so excited about those gas prices. Let's hope they stay for a while. When we come back from this break, we'll have your weather.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Tuesday, October 28th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 78 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 75 degrees. Winds were coming from the east today at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 6 miles per hour, so we had some pretty low winds. The UV index today was 5, which is moderate. Humidity was at 10% today. Sunrise was at 7:03 this morning, and the record high in 1937 was 91 degrees. Well, tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 49 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 54 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north-northeast at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 5 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 21%. Sunset will be at 5:52 this evening, and the record low in 1970 was 32 degrees. Well, tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 84 degrees and a low of 51 degrees. Winds will be coming from the southeast at 2 miles per hour with gusts up to 5 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 13%. Sunrise will be at 7:04 tomorrow morning, and the UV index will be 4, which is moderate. For our 7-day forecast, we'll have mostly sunny skies, though we might be seeing some extra clouds on Thursday and then again this Saturday. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the mid-80s, and they'll be going all the way down into the high 60s around this weekend. Your low temperatures will be looking at a similar pattern starting in the low 50s and dropping all the way down into the high 30s early next week. As we head out of October and into November, we'll be expecting some cooler and more blustery weather, so make sure you're staying tuned to KPVM News 46 for further updates.
Thanks so much, Noah. And I want to say hi to everybody out there on our FM dial, 95.9 KACE Country Radio Station. You can hook up KPVM-TV. All you have to do is give us a call here at the station, 727-9400. If you want to talk to Vern, you can dial extension 203 to find out all the information about hooking up our 4 free digital channels. It's really simple. All you need to do is just rescan your TV. If you have Dish Network or DirecTV, all you need to do is turn off the box on top of your TV and rescan. Especially if you have a flat screen TV, you might not even need to get a digital antenna. If you have an older TV, you might need to get a digital antenna. They're about $20. And if you have any issues with doing that, you need to give us a call, 727-9400. And also, there's a little bit of issues going on with the government boxes. They're not working very well for some reason. So give us a call here at the station and we'll give you some advice on that. 727-9400 and Vern's extension 203. That's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.